Hey everybody, and welcome to Non-Fungible Twins. So today we'll talk about how you can 15x your organic search traffic with ChatGPT in less than 6 months. We did it, so we know you can do it as well. Now, over the last 6 months, we published over 155 articles, which resulted in our search traffic increasing from 100 clicks per day to 1,600 clicks per day. Now, how did we do this? So in general, I would like to split this podcast into 3 parts. One is talking about keyword research, then the editing part, as well as the reviewing, as well as publishing part. Now, in this podcast, I'm creating a video right now as well. So for all those listeners, you can also just watch it on Spotify. I will go through 2 different versions. Like one is the more expensive bundle, which will cost you roughly $200 per month that we are using, which is actually, it's not necessary. You can also do it for just a one-time purchase of $10 for your keyword research. But I will explain both pros and cons very, very shortly. And then I just walk you through an example very, very fast and hope that helps you as well. Now, all right, first of all, what is SEO? So SEO stands for search engine optimization. It basically means to simplify it. It basically means when you search a term, for example, may it be Valorant or protein powder, to become search result number 1, you have to have a lot of domain authority as well as page authority. Now, again, we will never be number 1, at least in that term. So that's why we go for longer keywords. So for example, Valorant strategy tool, may this be, or Valorant agent ultimate guide, something like this. These keywords, which are also called long tail, tend to have less traffic, but they can have a lower keyword difficulty. But we'll talk about it in a second once we talk about the keyword research. Now, let's get started. Now, let me just quickly share my screen. So one second. Oh, here we go. Share screen. Alrighty. Window. Here we go. All right, let's get started. Now, for keywords, I use the tool is called Keywords Everywhere, which is actually one-time purchase of $10, which gives you 100,000 searches. So for example, I Googled here League of Legends. Now, this keyword has a SEO difficulty of 100 out of 100. Basically, it's almost impossible to rank number 1, okay? But it has also a lot of traffic. You can scroll down here. The Keywords Everywhere will show you the volume of a word. I mean, actually, it doesn't even show you, but it's a lot. So this is also the downside of Keywords Everywhere, because it's very affordable. And sometimes it's not super accurate, but it shows you also the long tail. So for example, other keywords related, or here long tail. People also long tail here, League of Legends downloads. It has 246,000. It doesn't show you the difficulty, which makes it harder to use. But it is great to just copy the list so you can create your own list and later use it in ChatGPT to write your article. Now, at the same time, I will also want to show you SEMrush. For example, SEMrush is what we use. You can also use, I think, Ahrefs, which is also nice. It just shows you directly the keyword difficulty, whether it's trending. You can create your own list, which is also nice. So you can just be like, hey, I want to create a new strategy, or here, I put it in my list. That way I can then download it and use it for ChatGPT. Now, the second step is, of course, writing an article, right? So for writing an article, you can just use ChatGPT. For example, he already wrote one. As you can see, it's very, very important to have actually the keywords that you want to use in the first sentence, the H2 headlines, as well as in the last sentence. So that's why I just quickly wrote here, hey, please write an interesting blog post on the interactive maps of League of Legends. Make sure that the keywords are in the headlines. Now, after you have written this, you have to make sure to check what Google will say, whether it's AI written or not, right? So I will just copy this, put this in a content checker, which checks whether it's AI written or not. So let me check for AI content. Here we go. Now, while I'm doing this, so look at this. It says predictability. Oof. clearly from AI content. So what mostly happens with ChatGPT is that the first paragraph is very generic and the same as the last one. So just by removing those parts, I'm sure we can get up the percentage. Let me check. Should be, it was 57 before. Now it's 72. It's already much better. So what I normally do now, I copy this, put it into Jasper. So Jasper is another AI tool to adjust it. Or what you can just do, just copy paste it, put it into a Google Docs and keep editing it. So that way you will be able to just like check whether it's AI written or not until you get your 90%, 100%, and then your keywords or your article will still be ranking. Now, so for those people who don't even know what ChatGPT is or how to use it, don't worry. I will link in the description a website which I found on Twitter, or it's actually a Notion, which explains you how to use it, where to find it, how to use it for SEO, for marketing, etc. Very, very good. So a shout out to the creators here, Rowan Chiao in the under Onai. I'm sure I'm pronouncing it bad, but shout out those two people. Amazing work. So I really, really love it. All of this I will link in the description below. So don't worry about it. And yeah, that's basically how we did it. So just to give you a summary, I normally use SEMrush, look for my keywords. You can also use keywords everywhere. Look for the keywords. For example, let's say interactive map, right? Search for it. Now I see the keyword difficult, 51, that's definitely more achievable. Go for the long tail, create a cluster. So clusters means, so for example, long war like League of Legends is very hard to rank for, but if you go for more keywords around it, which might be, for example, the long tail, League of Legends interactive map, this will help you also to rank for the main word, right? So this is really, really good. Then I use normally ChatGPT. You don't have to go for premium. You can just go the normal version with ChatGPT 3.5. It's good enough to write your article. Afterwards, I put it into Jasper, which costs like, I think, 50 or 60 bucks a month. Honestly, not necessary. You can just use Google Docs. Highly recommend it. Afterwards, just like remove the beginning, remove the first paragraph. It's very generic. The last one as well tends to be super generic, so you can just write it yourself. And of course, I would normally put more questions into the entire articles. So FAQs are super, super helpful. So your snippets can rank for this as well. Now, afterwards, I'm just putting it in the AI content detector because I really, really like checking it just to make sure that my content will actually rank and Google will not block it. So we're using Webflow, so we normally just tend to upload it there. As well, you can just use WordPress, upload it there. That works totally fine as well. Now, of course, we always need to have an image. So create a canvas image and then give it an alt tag. So alt tags helps you as well, or tells Google what's on the picture, which helps you rank as well. So that's basically it. Hope you liked it. And yeah, see you in the next episode.